Hi. Okay, I want to talk to you about nutritional alchemy and this concept of doing the inner alchemy and the alchemical process within ourselves. This is something I've practiced for a while, and without even realizing that the alchemy is really about us and what we do inside. So I have a program or a process called EMP, Impact, so energetic, mental, physical activation. And what I've really been diving deep is in this nutritional alchemy. Hi, everybody. This nutritional alchemy process. And I want to talk about it because I think it's so foundational to what we do and the art of alchemy. It's not about turning lead into gold. It's about doing the inner work on an energetic, mental, physical path. So alchemy is the art of transformation, right? It's the art of transforming into a better, higher self or thing or intuitive or whatever your goal is. That is the art of alchemy. And this transformation process is something I just led my Goddess Alchemy group through. And we do this whole thing where we go through how to recognize leaks, how to heal and seal them, and how to become resilient, and how to become intuitive, because that resiliency, that is the goal. So on a physical level, physical, internal alchemy, physical level, the goal is to purify the body and become resilient, because nobody's perfect, right? Like that's not that, oh, hi, Allie, she's going to call me today. Yay. So the goal isn't to be perfect. It's to be resilient, to bounce back. On the energetic, the goal is to clean and purify and energize the pathways so that you can receive in this alchemical process. And for mental is to really purify the negative behaviors, thought patterns, all of those things so you can be more intuitive in this process. And I was teaching the women in Goddess Alchemy today on how to do this, and it was so powerful, especially because it comes down to the foundations. There's so many times where instead of being present, I see this on Zoom calls all the time, or even in person, like we've lost this art of presence, of really like paying attention and being one with ourselves and the other person or the group. Like on Zoom calls, I'll see people like you're talking about something and they're like, oh yeah, I know that. So they're like start to multitask. I'm here to tell you guys, multitasking is out. Tuning in is in. Like seriously, like the foundation things, the foundational process. That's why I'm going really deep into being this alchemist energy. You know, how can I transmute everything? How can I transform everything on an energetic, mental, physical way? How can I be the alchemist? My lab is me. You know, what are the ingredients that I'm bringing to me on an energetic, mental, physical level, whether it's food, whether it's environment, people, information, all of that needs to be digested, absorbed, and processed, right? So how can we be more present with what's going on around us and tuning in instead of thinking that we've already digested this information and we start multitasking? Let's just be more present. And that's where the healing comes in. And it seems so simple, but it is a process, right? Like the actual discovery in the lab, that's the work. That's the process. But I've really come to find out after doing this for so long in so many different ways that is what it boils down to. That's the alchemical fire. That is the transformation. It all boils down to the basics and becoming present, treating yourself like you matter, trusting yourself, and every single thing that you choose to digest and absorb is going to turn into something. Right? So I have, for the most part, only worked with people one-on-one because I truly believe in this customized process. And I really do. Like, it didn't take you a few months to not feel great in your body. It's not going to take a few months to get out of that. And I think that you can't take a magic pill. You can't take a quick fix. You need to go through this transformation, this alchemical process, this energetic, mental, physical, on all layers, right? That's something that's deep work, and it does work. Now, I only have a few spots. I can't do this for everyone. So what I'm doing now is working on these foundations that I'm talking about. And I'm so excited about this because I really want as many people as possible to just get back into this presence and dive into this nutritional inner work alchemy. And so I created a program called Frequency that does this. It is truly the foundations. So it's where I'm going to show you the being, the doing, the vibing, what all of those things mean. The being is like, what do I even want? Who am I? What, the who, the what, and the doing is the how. You know, like, how do we get into action? The vibing is the frequency. Are you even a match for what you say you want? You know, is what you want here, but you're here. How do we calibrate? Then I'm going to give you my proprietary method called the art of shifting. This is how you do the healthy happy hour. This is how you create the healthy habits in a way that's simple, subtle, sexy, sassy, successful. And then the art of shape shifting. This is how you actually do it. Because a lot of times we're like, yeah, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to do the thing. And then we don't have the intrinsic value system, which is the doing, the being, the vibing. And we don't actually know what we want. We're not calibrated to what we want. So we have to do all of that prep. Then I'm going to show you how to keep the motivation going in a way that's fun and sexy and sassy and all of the things. And then what are the frequency shifts? Those are the foundations. The frequency shifts are the foundations of this entire alchemical process of nutrition. Not just nutrition of food, but all of the things, the ingredients for the alchemy, right? What am I going to digest, absorb, and transmute? So all of that, whether it's food, the people you surround yourself, your goals, your energy, all of that. So that's the nutritional ingredient that you're going to put in your pot. Also, stress, how to be resilient, how to recognize and move through it. Also, we're going to talk about sleep. I am like a master of circadian rhythm, and I'm going to teach you all about it. So, babes, like, every organ in your body has a circadian rhythm and pattern, and most often this needs to be adjusted first. So that's part of syncing with the rhythm, that circadian rhythm on the digestion, energetic, mental, physical level. That's going to make a huge difference, not just impacting your sleep, but it impacts everything that moves through you. So that's another huge component of the alchemy, right? And then movement. Like, not everybody should be exercising, hitting the pavement like insane all the time. We also have, especially as women, we have a cyclical pattern that we need to move to, that we need to honor. And that's a big piece of your ingredient list. And so much more. So on an energetic, mental, physical level, I'm going to teach you these foundations, the being, the doing, the vibing, the art of shifting. And this is something everyone can do. And it's definitely how to be present. Like, how can you be present right now? How can we stop multitasking and just do the inner alchemy right now? So I'm really excited about this. It's also in combination with the Oracle, which is my monthly membership program, which is on point. Last week, I led a mini training on how to raise your frequency, like if you want on healing, like healing specific, raising your frequency so that you can accelerate the healing process and tune into that. On the next call, I'm going to do a whole another mini training about this digestion piece that I'm talking about on an energetic, mental, physical level. And it's like next level. Like you get a functional and holistic nutritionist and so much more, if I do say so myself, in your back pocket twice a month, where you can show up and have support and community. You can ask me whatever you want. And I also give you mini trainings, and it leads into being a companion partner to these other programs like Frequency and Sync that's coming up, which is, I can't even wait. It's like how to sync to your cycle, to the moon, to the goddess, and to the circadian rhythm on a different level. So many things going on, but really what I ask of you today is to really think about how present am I being, and think about everything as an ingredient. It's this alchemy process, that if everything that was coming at you is an ingredient, what are the ingredients that you're choosing? How pure is the lab that you're using? And what are you choosing to mix up and transmute? And do you even know what you want? This is like your internal chemistry. So thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. And I'm really excited about going into this deeper and more and frequency that's coming up. So if you're interested, shoot me a DM. It's open right now, and I'm still doing what I call the portal pricing, because I really want as many people to have access to these foundations as possible. So